make more sense if I actually had this one on the monitor. My computer is on the monitor.
Bro, don't nobody
my camera's
care,
on.
bro. Don't nobody care. Like, you talking
Somebody
about,
cares, man.
no.
Somebody cares, man.
Bro, literally nobody cares, bro. Nobody know what you talking about, what you saying. Ain't nobody here.
Bro, I'm somebody. I care.
Let me mute this.
You said let me mute this, and it turned out to be me.
Nah, not you.
I was like, damn, nigga.
So we don't hear double. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's good. Getting everybody coming on in. Got Attack on Titan Day. Making a little.
Yeah, get your ass on in here.
Yeah, why don't you get them situated while I finish up this last little bit. Introduce the episode or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do your fucking job.
Yeah. I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it better than you could ever, bitch. Yeah, so this episode we're gonna be talking about Attack on Titan, the greatest anime ever. Specifically, some of the topics we're gonna be talking about is how we felt about the ending, because the ending for some reason is controversial. I have no idea how this nigga who's just on his phone, the main reason why y'all tune in, feels about the ending. And I don't think he knows how I feel about the ending, because I don't think this nigga ever looks at my post on anything like that. You don't give a fuck. Then I think we also want to talk about I think it was 10,000 years after Eren died, like that whole little time skip. What we think about that? Then we're gonna go into the big topic, which is was Eren justified? Like, I think a lot of people are split on that too. They're just about everybody who's split on the ending is also split on if Eren is justified in what he did, the rumbling. I don't even know if you can call it a partial rumbling. It was 80%, but a rumbling nonetheless. And also what's it called? The turn of Eren, Gabby, and Reiner. We were talking about that as far as their turn from antagonist to protagonist to antagonist.
Let me introduce this. You fucking suck at introducing the goddamn topic. God damn, you could have said that 10 billion times better. Thank you so much, TV Wiz, for the 200 INR. He said the ending is peak. I agree. All right, let me introduce the episode, though, man. All right, today we are talking all things Attack on Titan. Just like my guy, DeGraff, said, okay, we are going to be talking about the ending. We're going to be talking about how we felt about the switch, when it switched from, our regular crew, where they were the protagonists, to, when it came from the perspective of Marley, how we felt about that switch. We're also going to be talking about, I just pulled it up, actually. Why not just do that? Yeah, we're going to be talking about, after the ending, 10,000 years, how we felt about that. There was an Instagram tweet that the editor for Dragon Ball Z made some comments about AOT. We're going to talk about that because it was very interesting comments he had to say, and the impact of AOT on future anime, and just all things Attack on Titan, man. Attack on Titan Day. All right.
Nigga, you said shit verbatim. Nigga, you said about 80% about a rumbling size percentage, exactly what the fuck I said. You just stepped on everything I said.
Yeah, but I said it
the exact
quicker.
Same thing.
That's the whole. I said it quicker. That's it.
You know what? Chat who said it better? Me or this nigga over here? Which one? I want to hear it.
They gonna say me. All right.
That's because they're biased.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and get started. The first topic. Why don't we start it with the why don't we start it with the ending? They said I did it better, man. I'm just saying. They said I did it quick and clean. Okay. Now we're gonna move on. Okay. Let's talk about the ending. All right. How we felt about it overall. What what we felt about it, what everybody else had to say. And yeah. Why don't you go first and tell me what you think?
The ending. I thought the ending was as good as it was gonna get. I really liked the ending. The only thing I didn't like about the ending was their chats in the paths. I thought it didn't leave stuff to be I won't say explored, but like, it's like when you see a monster, right? Like it's better not to see the monster and let your mind create the links because it's more scary. And I think that's the same with Eren's decision. Like I didn't necessarily want to hear the fact that he allowed his mom to be killed and like he had doubts and he wanted to stop doing it, but he didn't think he could stop doing it. I was just like, I don't want to hear that, bro. I just want to see the results that you did and make my own conclusions. But that's how I feel in a nutshell. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. If anything, the things that I enjoyed most about the rumbling was, first of all, I just enjoyed the concept of it. I'm including the rumbling as a part of the ending. Like the ending in general. I mean, if we're just looking at just the one episode, then sure, it's not that great. And I mean, but I don't know why I consider the ending to be kind of extended for Attack on Titan. I think almost everything leading up to the very end, like from the rumbling started, like once the rumbling started, that is the beginning of the end of Attack on Titan. If I just look at the final episode, problems for sure, right? Because like I agree with you. Eren saying that he had to kill his mom and all that. Let the fans point out that is a potential problem, and him having access to the future, past, present, all that stuff. It felt like Isayama was trying to cover every base of every possibility and explain it all and say it all in the amount of time that he had. And I think at some point he got to that point where it's like, damn, wait a minute. No, low key, if he had all these powers, hey, how's mom die? And then he had to say that he killed his own mom, But
yeah.
And then there was this thing where it just felt rushed. It felt rushed. Like the romance between Eren and Mikasa. That
you think that felt rushed?
Yeah, I mean, because it was always like this will they, won't they thing going on between them, but they never really. They still didn't show enough scenes to make it feel real enough for me. So at the end, it felt pretty forced. It was like they had no chemistry. They had no real chemistry. So, showing them in scenes together or really trying to. It sounds like I hate the ending right so far. I'm starting with all the problems first. But just to acknowledge, I see the flaws. I'm not dismissing them at all. And also, the conversation between Armin and Eren, nice in concept. In the past. Yeah, it was okay. It was nice in a way to really. I know you wanted it all to be left up to interpretation, but
yeah, I hated that scene.
I mean, after what was done previously, I needed at least something like that because Eren was just not saying what was on his mind anymore. Like, if you noticed, one of the most frustrating things, I'm going to talk about leading up to the final episode, that one thing that really frustrated me was that we didn't get as much dialogue from inside of Eren's head throughout all of season 4. Like when he was, whenever he was fighting in his Titan form or just in general, you never really saw what he was thinking. And that made the show feel really different. And it's what contributed to, you know, Eren being hard to understand, you know, his motivations and things like that. So it just felt like there was this huge span of time where we didn't know what the fuck was up with this dude. And that time in the past was the only time we really got any information. So because of what he did before they were in the past, it was kind of needed. It was kind of needed because I'm like, okay, you killing motherfuckers, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do gotta die. but I kind of need to know why you did it this way.
Nigga, you was like Flock. He was like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm with it, brother.
Right. I'm like, hey,
I'm flocking with you, brother.
But New Eldia, like, I'm with you.
You ain't telling me nothing, but I got you.
I don't know why the man above put the hardest road. But I thought that they just did my dude so dirty. That was like a problem I had, you know, like with Eren overall, is he got done dirty with the you know, crying over Mikasa, and then he had to call himself an idiot in the anime version. He said, "Oh, I did it because I'm just an idiot who got power." I'm like it felt like the show was just really complicated, and they were able to do a lot of, you know, show don't tell with all of the complex parts of the story and just leave the mystery. And it just felt like when it got to the end, he just really wanted you to know. I don't know. He just was trying to justify or explain this character way, way too hard. When, like I said, we love the mystery of it. We love the story being open-ended. And I feel like that was the biggest flaw with it. But overall, I don't feel like it was bad enough to say the show just sucks entirely. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like, is when people say a bad ending basically ruins an entire show, which some be so damn bad. You know, in this scenario, it is in question whether the ending does ruin the entire show when you factor in parts like the fact that he kind of knew his mom was going to die or had a hand in it. Yeah. So like on rewatch, you're like, and then it's like, I didn't want to do this, but it's like, but you just kind of said you did, pretty much, because if you didn't kill your own mom, you wouldn't have done this. You kind of set all this in motion, which is the reason why I don't like that. It makes, like you said, it makes you question everything. Well, I here's the thing though. I'm like a super nerd. I'm a super Attack on Titan fan. Okay, so I did a lot of mental gymnastics. Okay, to try to explain it or justify it, and I think I have come up with the reason why. And you can tell me if I sound crazy. Okay, but what I think he meant by it when he was saying that, I sent the Titan to kill my mom because it was all this had to happen and all that. I think the reason he said that was because I think it was more so a manifestation of the Attack Titan's power and how, think about it like this, right? Let's say you love candy. Right? Okay. Like you're born with this innate desire for candy. Like you love that shit. Like if there's a candy mountain, nigga, you would love to get there, right? Now, okay, flapjack type shit. Yeah. And that's like not nurture. That's nature. It's in your nature to desire candy. And if there's a candy mountain, nigga, you want it, right?
Right. Okay.
Now imagine you with that nature were given a power that gives you access over the past, present, and future, right? What do you think is gonna happen to you, the Candy Mountain nigga? What do you think is gonna happen in your life if you're gonna set everything in motion to get you to that Candy Mountain? Exactly, right? So yeah, basically, Eren's nature. If you look at the show, this nigga's a serial killer. like if you look at Isayama's already pretty much stated it. Okay, Eren has this thing where he doesn't value every human life. He does not value. I mean,
obviously not. Yeah, obviously not. Yeah.
Yes, there's lot. Obvious. It isn't that he doesn't give a fuck about any person, but there's like people. There's levels. Yes, there's like certain people he feel they're insects to be stepped on. They're nothing. If you look at, when he was a kid and he stabbed the shit out of those people that kidnapped, that killed Mikasa's parents and kidnapped her, he was like, "You guys, this is what you deserve for being what you are. Die." He was a kid. Right. And that's because that's how he feels truly that inside. So give that person that with this nature, the power over future, past, and present, and mixed with this curiosity, he desires freedom. He don't give a fuck about people if he don't feel like they're worth a damn. He's innately selfish in his desires and in achieving them. That motherfucker's you give him the founding titan that can crush the world. That's what's gonna happen. And that's why I think he in some weird way set that in motion. Because it's just that power is gonna make it that it happens. Thank you so much, Classic Millennial, for gifting those 5 subs, though, man. But tell me what you think about what I just said. Am I tripping? Some people in the chat think I'm kind of tweaking, but I was trying to read the chat. This is the only explanation I could come up with for a nigga killing his own mom.
No, I mean, I don't want you to be right. Because I don't want to sit there and be like, oh yeah, he just wanted to be a serial killer. But I think it is and again, like one of the reasons why I hate that conversation that he had with why can't I think of his name? I keep want to say it. Eren had with Armin is the fact that it didn't seem. He should have talked something about freedom. That was his whole goddamn goal all the time. He didn't say shit about freedom. And he didn't say shit about freeing the people he loved because he would, whether you like it or not, the nigga was trapped. He only had 13 years to live when he ate that Titan against his will in the beginning, might I add. But so like that never got discussed. Ever, and I thought it was weird, but for your point, I think it's good. I think it's a good reasoning because that's the only thing that fits, right? Like you said, like if he had the power to do this all along, that's kind of what you deal with when you got that timey-wimey bullshit. you really that's the only thing you can logically have is you had to be on that trajectory from the get-go. So it had to be your nature to do that because you had every opportunity to move it in a different way, but you already was on that trajectory because you set yourself on that trajectory.
Yes. And
so, I agree.
And like people are saying in the chat, he was a slave to freedom, right? And what freedom was to him was the things that he saw in Armin's book when he talked about, fiery waters and, icy lands, whatever he's talking about. He said that was freedom to him. And his whole mission was to have that. And when something is in his way for freedom, he
can't stop. He has to get through that shit.
Yes, he is like whatever's in his way in obstructing his desire for freedom, he removes that obstacle. And what was that obstacle to him achieving
other
that?
People.
Yes, society as a whole.
Society as a whole. Because he had to get rid of it. Inside
of that book, there wasn't no fucking Marley. There wasn't no fucking Zimbabwe ass Africa where Yonkapong came from.
Yonkapong.
He like it's what the fuck is these Yonkapongs? I don't need this shit. I'm on Antarctica, nigga.
But see, that's my issue, and I understand your point prior. Your point prior was, which is we didn't understand what Eren was thinking. I thought the last thing he said in season 3 when he pointed across that water was everything that we needed to know from him. Mm-hmm. He said, that's my freedom. They're stopping me from getting free. We don't matter. Fuck them all. That was it. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Like, let me just say it because nobody else has built a framework for a story like this to exist. But yes, I would have preferred that direction where it was. I don't like this conversation of like free will versus not having. It's fun to an extent, but at the same time,
tiring afterwards.
It feels like it makes things feel less earned. You know, when you talk about like I didn't have free will, it was just it was what it was. You know, it would have been more fun. Like if you there's a point where there's an event in the story that people don't have contention with, which is we like that he told his dad, we know that he manipulated his dad. You know, that was some good time travel, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
absolutely.
That was great time travel, right? Like, oh, dad, you think you better get your ass up, dad. Like
he looked at that nigga. I'll never forget. Nigga, that's my background picture, bro.
That's not a bad. Who wouldn't want to manipulate their dad to pass? You know what I'm saying? Like, dad, you better not take me out of basketball practice. You know what I'm saying? I could have been fucking LeBron. All right, you know. So nobody's mad at that plot twist, okay? But the problem is that he just took the time paradox thing way too far. He should have stopped it there. He should have stopped it there. Like, this is how he got what he want, by manipulating his dad. Okay? End the story. Boom. And then how it should have ended. Have this nigga Eren really truly care about his friends, right?
That shit. Nigga, that picture right there, I was like, nigga, you gotta keep it pushing, nigga.
Right.
Keep it. My bad. Sorry, I mean to
get your black ass up, edit that video. But think about this ending, right? Imagine, yes, he still cared about his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like what we thought it was. You know, I'm not. Y'all listen, man. Fuck them. I'm going to kill them. Okay. And if y'all try to stop me, I ain't gonna stop y'all from trying to do that. Okay, come kill me, but I'm getting these niggas the fuck up out of here. And I want to see fiery waters and icy lands and no Yom Capone. Cool, I'm with that. And if they stop them, it's like, okay, y'all got me, man. But you know what I'm saying? I thought this was what was best. That was all he had to do. That was it. We didn't need any of the other time travel stuff or any of the other explanations. Nigga could have been evil. We been knew the nigga was a little off.
A little off.
we
loved him anyway.
Bro, did you ever notice about when Attack on Titan, nobody else, none of the other Titan shifters bit their own skin. Nobody else until, right? I don't know if you noticed this, right? They didn't, this is probably a fun fact, right? So Eren is the only, everybody else had like some type of blade to cut themselves. Like Annie, she had like the little, when they caught
ring,
her,
right?
she had a little ring. Yeah, they usually, or they cut themselves with a knife, right? But Eren, the nigga was chomping on himself.
Yeah,
like,
that nigga.
And initially we thought this
like he was doing a summoning jutsu.
Yeah, right. Like, and they don't even do it that. They just like the little fingertip in Naruto. Yeah. But he like this nigga was chomping on himself. Like we thought, oh, I guess this is how Titans shift. We never even considered this nigga never even asked. He could have asked for a knife. He's like, yo, can I get a pocket knife to make this shit simpler? Nah, he just said, nah, I'm gonna just chomp on my hand. Like we all knew something was wrong with Eren, low key. And a little fun fact about the biting themselves thing. Reiner, he actually, there's one time where he bit himself and to transform. It was during actually when they did the
final battle.
Yeah, the raid on Eren, the founded Titan. That was the first time he bit himself to transform. It was like symbolizing, that he's fighting with that same level of conviction as Eren now, and he's someone whose his conviction
convictionless. He had zero fucking conviction. Yes, the whole show.
His conviction once he started realizing that he was actually not on the the right side of history. His conviction was always weak, and in that moment it was symbolizing hey, he's like he knows that this is the right thing to do, and he's gonna do whatever it takes. And it was like I thought that shit was dope. I thought that was dope. But
I never realized it, but yeah, I agree. When you think about it, that is dope.
Yeah,
like when it's brought up to your attention, that is dope. There's that one time, I don't know if you remember that one time when Eren, I think he like exhausted himself and he just was biting the shit out of himself, trying to turn, and it was just like,
he was
like damn near bit through his whole fucking hand.
Yeah, it was when he was trying to fight Eddie.
Annie, yes. Oh gosh.
All right, but yeah, I mean that's like our opinion on the ending is. I mean, what you would expect. I mean, it could have been better. Eren could have kept his dignity a lot more. We didn't need so much of the future, present, past shit, and just with that alone, it would have been a lot better. We didn't need I sent Bertold to kill my mom. Great writing. No. Stop. We know that's let them niggas on Reddit catch on and we ignore it, okay? Nigga, don't bring up
deep dive back niggas.
Nigga brought up his old plot holes in the story. Stop. All right, but
oh shit.
So what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about the because it could be an interesting segue into saying it was Eren then justified,
Yeah. Okay. Before we got that, before we go there, okay, this is not on the docket. But now that you bring it up, I feel like I need to ask you this question.
Yeah.
I know where I stand on this, but do you feel like Eren and Luffy are similar?
In what way? In any way? I don't.
In their drive,
so.
In their chase for freedom.
Fuck no.
You don't think so? All right, let me try to get you on my side, okay?
Okay, yeah, because that sounds crazy to me.
Okay, so you tell me which one you tell me if I'm talking about Eren or if I'm talking about Luffy. Okay. They will do anything to free themselves. They chase freedom. They'll do anything to free themselves, and they will do anything to make sure that their friends are safe.
That's a lot of enemy characters, though.
They will go against any they will go against the government.
Mm-hmm.
The government's the system, the strongholds that keep them, and they will kill whoever is in their way. In their way of freedom.
There's only one flaw with what you're saying, because you are correct. I think it's just the problem is that if anything, you're talking about how similar Attack on Titan and One Piece are, in my opinion, as stories. Like, well, not necessarily similar, but in that their enemy is the government. like, you know, the enemy in One Piece is generally some body of government that's oppressing people. And
exactly.
It's the same with Attack on Titan, where they don't even know they're being oppressed by some government in the beginning, but essentially,
but it turned out to be,
yeah. So if anything, when you started talking, it sounded similar to many anime protagonists. If anything, it's just I think it's just because they're fighting against governments that they end up in a similar situation with, you know, with the government shit, like, or freedom, you know. But I don't think they're similar characters.
I kind of agree, but I kind of agree, but also kind of don't agree, because you got characters that will never that won't do that at all, aka Naruto, or you know, what's his name from Vinland Saga. Naruto is not killing nobody. He's not yes, killing that whole governments.
Fuck
no.
Yeah, kill a whole. Yes. Why not?
No, he won't not. No, he won't not.
You think he was fucking around when he's hitting niggas with that Rasengan, bro?
Bro, he killed one person. He killed one nigga with a Rasengan, bro, and that was a nigga that could not die. But he didn't know he he could die, bro. He hit one nigga with a wind powered Rasengan and destroyed this nigga on a molecular level. He did not know that nigga was gonna die, bro.
But my thing is that I don't think he ever hit somebody with a Rasengan and was like, you know, like, I hope he don't die. He don't give a.
Nigga, you telling me he tried to kill Sasuke? You know how many times this nigga hit Sasuke with a fucking Rasengan?
Nah, he was just canceling out his little Chidori. He was just that's all he ever did was cancel out. He was just using it for defense, okay? But when he was hitting niggas with Rasengans, I think he was trying to kill him, of course.
Bro, okay. Look, listen.
Naruto
this is the future point, okay? When Kakashi grabbed him and threw him into water towers, that shit would have murdered that nigga.
Okay.
You seen that effect on the water tower of Naruto's Rasengan.
Mm-hmm.
That shit alone made Sasuke leave the village. Like, that nigga said, hell no. Hell no. But
I mean, we're digressing
not your point,
a lot.
My point.
We're digressing a lot because this is supposed to be Attack on Titan. We're talking about Naruto,
yeah,
but if anything, I think the structure of the story, like, especially with anime back in the day, they didn't want their characters to kill as much. Or they did, but they didn't. They found a way to censor it, right? For instance, he fought Pain, but they were dead puppets, most of them. You know, even the guy he killed with the Rasen Shuriken. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Kakuzu. He was Kakuzu, like this weird kind of already dead zombie. You know, they just censor it a lot, but I don't think he's adverse to killing another ninja. You know, if he gotta kill you, he will certainly kill you. And especially with the newer anime, there's gonna be a lot of characters you're saying that are similar to Luffy and Eren. Because I mean, Luffy don't even kill anybody, by the way. Luffy doesn't kill. Who did he kill? Every person he killed pop back up somewhere. Like
that's true.
I thought he killed Lucci. He punched the fuck out of Luffy like a billion times. Nigga popped up like what's good? I thought you was permanently concussed with brain damage or something at least. Like
that's because that nigga got tune damage, bro. That nigga. That's the only reason why the nigga don't.
Yeah, nigga do cartoon damage. That's a. But
yeah,
good
no,
point.
I mean it's so many, like, like Thorfinn. He all he fighting
not
is
a real character.
All right, bro. You got it. It's so I mean even so, like fucking Yuji Itadori. He's not doing that.
He's fighting cursed spirits.
But he's not fighting cursed spirits to go against the government.
Because they're not his enemy. That's what I'm saying. They're like if if the cursed spirits controlled the population in the government, they were real people, and you kill them. That's all I'm saying is that what you're only thinking that Luffy and Eren are similar because they're fighting against oppressive governments. That's my only point.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, that's fair. All right, that's fair. That's fair. We can move on.
Right,
we can move on. Is Eren justified? That's what you. That's the next thing.
Well,
or
then let me ask you, what's your opinion? Because then I'll say mine. You tell me, was Eren justified?
In the way that he wanted with his dream, in the way of getting his, that was the only way to get his dream, and which is for freedom for not necessarily him, but his loved ones. They were, unless he did what he did to 80% of the population, they would have not. Eldia would have never saw peace. I mean, because it was either Eren's plan or his brother's plan. What is his brother's name?
Eren's brother? Oh, yeah. Zeke.
It was Zeke's plan, which was to basically euthanize. To nobody have kids, to leave them defenseless. And if you leave them defenseless, people forget they were sitting on a fuel mine.
Yeah.
They would have got invaded, and they wouldn't even have lasted that. They wouldn't even have finished that generation.
Mm-hmm.
They would not survive. It would whatever plan that was not Eren's plan, they would have not survived.
Mm-hmm. And
so it was literally Eren. It was for Eren. It was either them or us, and he chose. I'm gonna save us because that's what I know. Because I know for a fact. My whole life I lived with them doing the same choice.
Mm-hmm.
They over there, they said them or us.
Right.
They wasn't leaving us alone. So like, was he justified because of the world that he lived in? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the interesting part.
Mookie D. Zeke.
I'm gonna say I have to say, was he justified? It's kind of yes and no, right? Because it depends on the timeline that he creates, right? Or that he manipulated. But in a sense, he had no choice in the timeline he was going to create. So in the timeline that he desired and manipulated to exist, it was one where he was justified, right? But because here's the thing, right? The reason they had that conversation. Well, okay, think about it like this, right? He kind of isn't. And I'll explain why he's not, right? So, you remember, well, nah, he is. There's things that I always forget about. Like, I forget about the fact, because he can't, how you gonna justify genocide?
I'm not justifying genocide.
Yeah.
That's not the question. The question is not justifying genocide. The question was with his understanding, because regardless, it was going to be genocide one way or the other.
Right.
It was literally, they're just like, you're either going to kill us or we're going to have to kill you.
It felt like there was a bit of wiggle room. Like with what they were trying to do, they were, speaking to different countries. They were acquiring technology. They had the threat of the, rumbling to protect them. Now, there was some things that Eren wasn't okay with, like the continued cannibalization, where people have to eat, people with the Titan power. Titan shifters have to eat each other to keep that power. They have these shortened bloodlines. He just didn't like the future where there was no genocide and it was just left up to chance. And him kind of acknowledging that existed is where his justification kind of is in question. Because if there is a chance that neither side will face genocide. Technically, you gotta take that.
He didn't try Armin's plan or negotiating.
Here's how I feel.
Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, Maroney. He said he didn't try Armin's plan or negotiating. And he had, like, before you go to, I'll say, and he had a bit of foresight into, you know, how their plans would turn out, but he couldn't see fully into the future, right? Only like
right. He's only seen his lifetime.
Exactly.
Within his lifetime, yeah. So again, I'll put that on hold, but what he did again. He killed 80% of the population, but 80% of the population was what, 1,000, 10,000? Was it 1,000 or 10,000 years of absolute peace? It was absolute peace.
Bro, you sound like fucking Madara.
It's literally genocide of someone. It's either genocide of his loved ones or the world if he didn't do what he did, or it was genocide for what he did. It was either genocide or peace. 1,000 years of peace. Mm-hmm. So when you and you can sit there and be like, is Armin gonna give 1,000 years of peace?
But
let's be real.
1,000 years.
Let's be real.
Well, let's be real then. Because if we being real, 1,000 years of peace is far fetched. If we're taking into account,
that's what he wrote.
How realistic the show is at times with things, it is. 1,000 years of peace. That sounds kind of crazy, considering that literally during the end, there was infighting. Eldia was split. You know, it was the scouts versus the rest of new Eldia, right?
Yeah, but what did they have to fight? What did they have to fight about? The whole reason why they were fighting is because Eren. They didn't know to side with Eren or not to side with Eren. Eren did what he did. There's no more fighting.
I mean, I just believe that people will find something to fight about other than just Titans. Like, for instance, he stomped out all these people. How many places with resources are there to fight over? You know, like, I'm pretty sure there's some oil to dig up in this Africa.
You don't gotta fight. It's 20% of the world. Niggas way more.
You said it was just a lot to pass around.
It's a lot to pass around. There's. I really, again, if Eren didn't talk to Armin with all that regret shit, people will understand. Like, nigga, he Thanos the shit. Okay, he Thanos it, and everybody was like, people were like, Thanos, all right. But when Eren do it, everybody like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, to be fair, Thanos killed 50, right?
Percent of the whole universe, nigga, not the world.
It's
the universe.
If he killed 80, if he killed 80% of the universe, we're like, now hold up, 80, nigga.
nigga, by percentage, sure, nigga, but the sheer volume, nigga. The sheer fucking volume of the universe, nigga. Well, not the planet, the universe.
You know what's crazy about that too? And I'm gonna ask you a Taco type question. But you know what's crazy about what Thanos did? There might have been a planet that was just pure utopia. Like,
la
like, man, we got plenty to go around, man. Shit, 20,
man.
Cool. Resources abundant, right?
This thing, I mean, but we already know he did that because Gamora shit might have not been like that, but we know that this nigga did that shit to Asgard, bro. Asgard was fucking chilling.
Nigga, Asgard was popping.
Nigga said, "Where are the stones?"
Nigga, we got unlimited gold, bro. What the hell? Thanos could have asked, could have called, emailed, and goddamn. See. But no, let me
and mind you, sorry, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. This nigga killed half of the population that he was on, just doing it manually. Then he went back, snapped half of them niggas out too, bro.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I didn't even think about that. Like
Some people got hit with 25%, bro. Bro, just imagine your wife died. Thanos kills your wife the first time. You get remarried. you turn over bitch Dustin right. What the fuck?
Like Thanos,
I can't win.
You said half. And then Thanos come. Oh, my bad, bro. I forgot, bro. Like, oops.
Should have been careful while I snapped. Like,
no, but look though. Since you bring this up, you bring up some good points. Okay, so let me ask you this then. Since you seem pretty chill with genocide, 80%, all that.
That's crazy.
Let me ask you this then. If you had the power to snap and kill 80% of this current world, but the remaining 20%, your loved one's gonna be alive, everybody you care about, right? No, know what I'm saying? And everybody that's alive is gonna have great resources, gonna be no more war, no conflicts, no more TikTok, you know what I'm saying? No shorts, no brain rot. It's just a perfect utopia for 10,000 years. Everybody's rich. Everybody's empathetic and nice.
10,000 years. And you asked me if will I snap?
Would you be justified in snapping? Because you would if you could snap and kill 80% of the world and create a way better one that's almost like heaven for 10,000 years, would you do it?
Including myself? I gotta snap myself away. I can't. You can't create a utopia you can live with on the back of all that other blood and it's not yours being shed. You gotta that sacrifice has to add yourself. That's the only way I can justify it.
But
like if I sit there and be like 10,000 years, I gotta go too. I gotta go too. That's the only thing that can be even remotely fair.
But would you do it?
I don't know. I can't. I wouldn't be able to make.
It's important. You have to say yes or no.
That's tough, bro. I don't.
Yes or no?
I don't know, bro. Can we come? I gotta think about that shit, bro, because that's so much. I mean, I don't know, but then again, it's like if I snap myself too, then it's like I don't have to live with that regret. You know what I'm saying? So is that even fair? Like it really do got to be a special place in hell for me if I do that.
Yeah.
It has to be it absolutely has to be a special place in hell.
Pretty much that's the question. I mean, that is what would you be justified then? Let me ask you this. Would you be justified in doing that?
I think so. Cause how the world is, if we really want to get behind it, and all the war, niggas is the 80% is gonna be dead in the next 20 to 60 years. And it's still gonna be the same problems. They're gonna inherit the same problems. I think that's what Attack on Titan was explaining the most. Every problem that they had, it was inherited. They were born into some fucked up shit. Every single person inherited that hatred to the point where they didn't even know what they were fighting for. They believed in a whole lie. Marley taught a lie, and they believed that lie. And to the point where they were fighting and they hated people for no reason, based off of a lie that was told generations past. So that hate be inherited, whether it's true or not. So
here's my biggest thing. I'll say, if I'm being quite honest, I'm really gonna say no, right? Only because if you really think about it, bro, that I don't care what you say, bro. 1,000 whatever years of peace, that is ridiculous and impossible. Bro, we can't even get niggas to stop fighting over anime, bro. It's in human nature to fight. Bro,
nigga, nobody's killing people from anime. Nigga, you can have a disagreement. I don't think nobody's
fair
saying
enough.
you can't disagree with a nigga.
Well, let me put it like this then. It's not even, let's go more to the extreme then, not just talking about not making a joke, okay?
Mhm.
People find so many reasons to, hold on, we got a super chat.
What up, Cilvanis? What we talking about today?
Yo, thank you so much for the super chat, Zero Power. This is AOT day, okay? And let's put it like this, right? It would be different if humanity found one reason to hate or commit genocide against people, right? But they, like, if it was, hey, we just hate black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the blacks, man, the black skin, something about it, man. I'm scared of the dark person. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If it was just one thing, but it's with different religions. People find reasons to hate over religions, where you're from, ethnicities.
Absolutely.
It could be your gender. You know, people find so many reasons to want to murder or kill or say this group of people don't deserve to live or deserve anything or they're less than nothing. You kill 80% of the world, that 20%, they're gonna find their reasons. They're gonna find their reasons to hate a particular group. They did this scenario in Fairly Odd Parents. Don't you remember? Remember when everybody in the world turned into a gray blob?
Oh yeah.
Remember that episode where everybody in the world, everybody in the world was a gray blob. And then Timmy was like, "Oh man, this world is gonna be great, man. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna all get along, kumbaya. There's no differences." And then he went to the neighbor, and the gray blob like, "Yeah, nah, we're the grayest blobs in the city. You know, like you're gray as dog. Get away!" Like, you know. Like, right,
absolutely. People are gonna make up something to hate about you. But I think that was also not explained in AOT, but like he kind of said that. He was basically like, I need to be the villain. Y'all have to be the heroes. The hate ends with me. If y'all stop this madness, no one can hate y'all. Because y'all were the heroes, and there's be no hate.
Oh,
but
I
also,
can definitely hate him.
I'm
like, y'all. Here's the thing, though. They groomed him to be that. Who? By the way, Armin.
Armin.
Let's actually talk about that.
Armin
by the way,
groomed
Armin.
Eren.
Armin, and Mikasa groomed the fuck out of Eren. Are you serious?
Because they gave him hope and gave him a fucking book to read? What? How?
You done forgot some stuff. Okay, hold up. How many times? Okay, let's think about an interaction where it was Mikasa and Eren, right? Or Mikasa and Armin both groomed him together, right? Groomed him to turn him into a monster. They turned this nigga into a monster, right? When he was trying to fight against Annie, they were justified in what they were doing, right? It was a necessary thing. But remember how they were berating him for not wanting to transform to kill Annie? Like, Annie did not, like, Eren did not want to kill his friends. He did not have that in him or that desire, right? And that's why he couldn't transform when he found out that Annie was a Titan. He couldn't do it because he still had humanity. And Mikasa and Armin was like, are you hesitating to transform because that bitch is whatever? You better fucking transform. Armin's like, nigga, lock in, bro. You gotta lose your humanity, bro. You gotta lose your humanity, man. What the fuck wrong? Why you still? He constantly told that. Whenever Armin would have conversations, he would say, somebody who's not willing to throw away their humanity it will never be able to change this world. He kept drilling that into Eren. Mikasa and Eren kept trying their best to turn this nigga Eren into a weapon. The scout regiment, they treated him like a dog. Like,
I mean, that's just military though.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Right.
They treated him like less than a human. They treated him like a weapon. So I can.
Both Eren and Lelouch are two sides of the same coin.
Thank you so much, Zero Pal. I'm gonna come back to your comment real quick. But they treated Eren like a dog, like a weapon. They groomed him for destruction. So yeah, I can find reasons to hate them niggas. Even though they saved the world. Like, you cleaned up your mess. You cleaned up your mess.
Well, okay, first of all,
yeah.
who was alive to tell that story though? Who's alive to tell them that that these heroes groomed these people?
First of all, we already have an example of characters within the military not agreeing. Flock, for instance. Flock,
right?
He witnessed this. There's people that witness these conversations that are still alive that might say, you know what? This was wrong. Have a change of heart. Like Jean, for instance. Jean could have had a change of heart. Maybe
facts.
had these maybe somebody just observed it in the military, said they treated this nigga like they chained him up. Levi would kick his teeth out his fucking mouth whenever he acted up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no wonder he turned out like this. You know, look at most serial killers. What happens to most serial killers? What make them go crazy? Is a terrible childhood, being abused. What happened to Eren?
Watching a mother die.
Didn't he would have died in the rubble?
I mean, it's true. Like I'm saying, thank you so much, Maroni, for the $2 super chat. I agree that he would have died. I'm just pointing out that someone could come up with a reason to hate the so-called heroes. Niggas hate on Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson. This menace.
Yeah. yeah, but again, when you got 20% of the world's population left, the amount of people who are just grateful to be alive versus the amount of people who hate on a nigga for the niggas that's supposed to be the heroes that maybe had a thing for doing it, I think is a lot less. And don't get me wrong, maybe that shit sparked up some shit and made some smaller wars happen, but we talking about gigantic fucking wars that's been fought for generations. World War II and shit. War, you know what I'm saying? Big ass fucking wars, not like town disputes, village disputes.
The future.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, there's one, like, to bring up Naruto.
Before you go too far in your statement, how the fuck is there going to be big wars? You kill 80% of the world.
Exactly.
So a small skirmish is huge.
No big war.
A small skirmish is huge now. That's what I'm saying. A small skirmish is huge.
Okay. A small skirmish, sure, might be huge with comparative numbers, but at the same time, like, this is these are, like I was saying, like Naruto. This is fucking 4 big ass wars. Mm-hmm. That just because there's 4 big wars don't mean that there wasn't disagreements and fought between, like, little fights between the villages.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
And by the way, thank you so much, Malachi, for the $2 super chat. He said, "No, it all depends on the future that Eren saw."
Which is also kind of confusing.
But back to your Ninja War thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were complaining about the Ninja world the entire Naruto show. And there wasn't no great war happening during the timeline that we saw, and niggas was crying every day. We have to end this hate in this ninja world. They was saying that all day, every day, and it was based off of whatever skirmishes were happening. It was enough to be a problem.
Well, no, it was inherited hate. It was inherited hate.
Well, think about this then. You want to talk about inherited hate? Think about the people who would survive this 80% killing.
Who are they going to hate? Eren.
They're going to hate the people. They're going to hate the people who turned him into a monster and a weapon.
But that's what you're saying. But I'm saying that they have to know that someone theoretically made him a monster.
I could say this, right? I could be like, hold up. So you niggas somehow
hold up.
Wait, so your dog killed all your enemies and you somehow magically were able to beat it with barely any casualties. Your dog that you trained killed 80% of the fucking world, and you took him out. You took him down. That smells fishy to me.
Probably, but again,
you niggas made him kill all of your enemies and then killed him. This nigga Eren is basically Epstein.
That's a shitty take. We gonna clip that. We gonna clip that.
Am I wrong though? He got dirt on
You're
some.
so wrong. You're so fucking wrong. What?
Epstein has
What?
a list.
Epstein?
Like, this is what I'm saying. This is the theory that would arise, is what I'm saying. Epstein has a list of people who did some shit that need to go down for it, but he died, right? And then also Eren. Kill 80% of the world, but he's dead now. Well, I guess that's all the people that had something to do with killing 80% of the world. It's over now. That is what somebody would say. You don't think you think they'll be saying, oh, guess who was Eren by himself? Came up with the whole idea. Who would think that? Nobody would think that. I would not think that. I would be like, I think y'all did that. I think y'all trained dog. It's too convenient. What happened? You guys became the heroes of the world. You saved the day. But also all your enemies are dead. Their military's crippled. You run the world.
I don't think they ran the world. But this is the thing. You're coming up with all of these maybes. We seen what the fuck happened after 1,000 years. Or 10,000, I don't know how, I think it was 10,000 years. It was a long time before the fighting commenced. Because again, like you said, human nature proceeds. The numbers and technologies got to the point where they could kick ass again. But goddamn, you can't murder 50,000 people without an atomic bomb.
My thing is,
you see what I'm saying?
I would say
everything got flattened. Technology shit restarted to the fucking Stone Age. This shit, bro, niggas is living like Dr. Stone.
I was just about to bring that up. Neanderthals was bashing niggas' heads in.
Sure, but they wasn't, again, I'm not saying that zero conflict is happening. I'm not saying that shit, bro.
It
that
don't
is
need
not
to.
what I'm saying.
80% of niggas is dead. What do you mean?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But do you not get the point? How you gonna say, oh man, nobody's gonna die? Because they're already dead.
I'm not saying nobody's gonna die. I'm saying war as we know it, the powers and the hate that gets passed on is done. But everybody's starting at the same level now.
But the problem,
everybody.
But the problem,
other than other than Paradise.
But here's the problem with that, right? Was war going to kill 80% of the population? Then if not, war would have fucked up maybe not 80% of the population overnight, but 80% of the population over 50 years for sure. For sure. You can't say that.
What world would you live in, O or FMAB?
All right, so thank you so much for the super chat, Sage. He said, what world would you live in, AOT or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Heaven. I'm dead. I'm not living in either one of the motherfuckers, bro. I'm not living in neither fucking one. You're gonna die either way, bro.
Bro, I'm definitely living in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like what?
I mean, yeah, because you had a higher chance of living, but nigga, you also probably turned into a Philosopher's Stone.
No, bro, because you know who I'm gonna be? Roy Mustang. I'm gonna order his fucking glove off of Amazon with Amazon shifting. With Amazon shifting.
His book.
Yes.
And his book, because you gotta have a prior knowledge, nigga. It's not just the glove, bro. You gotta have prior knowledge, nigga. You gotta look at her back. You gotta look at her back while you blow her back out.
All he do is snap. He ain't chanting incantation. I'm gonna buy the glove and I'm a cook.
First of all, if it was just a glove, everybody would be doing it because you see the shit. It's more than a glove, nigga. It's on her back, bro. It's on her back. He knew it because he was blowing her back out. He was studying it. He said, got it, got it. She said, yes, you do. Hell yeah. Bam.
Fair enough. But no, I would definitely be an Full Metal Alchemist because I'd at least have a chance to have powers, you know,
and to be alive. Like I think that you 80%, you most likely gone, nigga. Let's be real. Especially he stumped Africa twice. You know, that's what your black ass would be. He ran up, boom, boom, boom.
Bro, I'm surviving. I'm surviving the rumbling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not dying in the rumbling.
Nigga, what?
I'm not dying in the rumbling.
You got it.
Bro,
you got it, bro. You know what the question nobody asked? If Eren turned all the people back from being a Titans, what about the people who just stumped on all them niggas? Like, did they just slowly turn back to being a human? Like after decades, or how long were they in the wall? They were in the walls for like generations. Just imagine if you was in the wall for generations. Eren dies and you turn back. Like, is that what happened? And they're just like,
probably, because I mean, Ymir was she was a Titan for a long ass time before she ate Reiner's friend, and she just felt like she was in a dream for a long ass time, or a nightmare. Right. So
like a dream state, and Because Eren basically his last thing was I'm done. Everybody who has a Titan is not a Titan no more. No Titan shifters, no whatever. But them niggas who was
no, go ahead.
What? I'm done. What you want to say?
I was gonna say that was that's my biggest thing with the ending is that it's so contrived, man. It's so contrived. It's too many. And I love the show. I still think it's like the best anime because of everything overall, but it's
somebody said they got murked immediately. I'm sorry, I read that comment. They said this third just shrunk from being a fucking gigantic thing, just about to step on somebody, and just like, hey, why that gun pointing at me? Like, yeah, they probably would have got murked immediately. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but I was gonna say is like, bro, it's just too many things happened at once, bro. Too many things happened at once. All the Titans are gone in all of existence now. Okay, that's great. Sure. Also, there's no war for thousands of years. Bro, don't need that, bro. Even Naruto knows better than that. Like, Naruto was the ninja Jesus of the world, like
killing people with one touch.
Yeah, like what he did in the Ninja War was amazing. He will be in the history books, but even still, conflict rose again in Boruto, and that makes sense. It sucks to see, but it makes sense. Hold on, we got a super chat.
Hey, you gotta read that super chat, bro.
Released from the nursing home.
The wall ties were like old people get released from the nursing home. Oh my god!
What happened? I was just praising King Fritz's name, and then all of a sudden, I'm butt ass naked around Africans.
Oh shit!
What the fuck is going on here?
Yo, I didn't even think about that. Man, dude, what world is worse than Attack on Titan to be in? Like genuinely, what? I'm trying to think. Well, low key. Well, I'm looking at that Gachi Akuda.
I was just about to say that. Oh, that new anime when niggas get thrown in the trash. That might be.
Yo, that show is conceptually hilarious, bro. They really hugged this nigga up and said, "You are filth. We ain't about to throw your bitch ass away. It's Thursday, trash night. Time to go. Dropped the what the fuck?
The whole fucking town came out, nigga. They all got off at work. They stopped cooking to see you get dropped off a fucking cliff,
right,
nigga? Oh my gosh!
They all agreed and shit. Like, you are filth. Yes.
Trash. Throw that. Like, you know, you remember hearing about like the guillotine in France? That gotta be worse, bro.
Right.
That gotta be worse, nigga. Everybody in the town.
I'd rather be
everybody in the town.
I'd rather be called a fucking heretic than a damn. Basically, I'm a honey bun rapper. You are a bag of Cheetos, nigga. Like, throwing you away. Like, damn. But thank you so much, Zero Power, for the $2. He said Berserk. But I
never finished Berserk. I guess the shit that I did see in Berserk,
Berserk is pretty bad.
It's kind of fucked up, bro.
It's pretty bad. It's like at any moment a demon can just pop up. It just squad wipe your whole like. And then if you're looking at from a main character perspective, I don't know. I don't know if Guts life is definitely worse than Eren's.
Yeah, for sure. From what I didn't finish it, but the shit that I know, yeah.
Eren,
but you know
what's funny?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say this. Eren went through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He low-key could have had a kind of decent life at a certain point. If he didn't. No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like if he didn't eat the Titan.
No, I'm saying if he didn't do the rumbling. Like if he just was a soldier and they just, did the boring shit and like, oh, we got this rumbling thing, and then he eventually died.
He would have married his sister, the baddest bitch of the whole town, Mikasa. Everybody wanted Mikasa, bro.
Yeah, I mean it would have been short.
Bro, just imagine me. What's his name? Jock. What's not Jock? Gene. Just imagine being Gene, bro. Because he got with Mikasa after,
right?
Because he always wanted her, bro.
Yo, Jean,
and you just know, just know that every night he roll over and know that this motherfucker thinking about Eren, bro. Every time, every damn time, you got kids with.
Bro, every time this nigga Jean walked outside, a bird shit on his head. He just don't know why.
No, he's a bird shit on his head and then drop the scarf, nigga, just to rub it in.
Every time I step outside, this bird shit on me, the fucking scarf fall off. Oh, what the hell?
He said, Nande Asimo. Nani.
All right, but let's do your other topics before we digress too much.
Oh, I did, but no, I got one more thing to say. Probably the worst one, just by sheer you have to live under just random ass fucking fear, is Fire Force.
Bro, the eclipse in Berserk is the main.
I would say, because you just imagine, nigga, you can be like walking to work and just spontaneously fucking combust. That's some bullshit.
Oh yeah,
that's some fucking like you gotta have that in the back of your mind. If everything you do, you just fuck, I'm dead. Like and you're on fire. And you don't know when somebody coming to kill you. You don't know. You just fucking nigga be in the shower. Nigga,
right?
Just imagine, bro. No, just imagine.
That's crazy anxiety. But like, wait, hold up, real quick. Thank you so much for the super chat, Zero Power. I'm gonna get to you after our rebuttal to this. But low key, just knowing that you can combust at any moment is kind of crazy. Like that's actually insane. He said, bro, Fire Force had no internet. They got no internet in Fire Force?
I thought they lived in modern times.
Internet. I thought they lived in modern times.
Yeah. I guess so. I never seen them on computers. They have bunk beds and shit. Like you would think you got bunk beds. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie though, like I still would rather live in Fire Force than some of these other anime. Like, okay, I'm a spontaneously combust, maybe. Like, at least I'm not living in a crazy dystopia, you know? Like, I mean, I guess it is dystopian, but you know, it just, I mean, don't we already live with the thought of spontaneously combusting? Like,
No,
we do.
Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul.
nigga, name one real life case that you could just spontaneously fucking combust, nigga.
I'm talking about the act of dying randomly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is getting cancer at 30. Not saying
but
that
nigga,
I'm 30, but you know, like,
but you still can get that. You still can get cancer. You can still get hit by a bus, and on top of that, nigga, you for no fucking reason, nigga.
That's just another thing. That's like COVID. Like, hey, COVID exists now. Okay, we already dealt with that. Like, oh, you might die from COVID now. Oh, hey, there's this thing called spontaneously combusting. Fuck, another one. All right, that's still not that bad to me.
I mean, instantly though, like. Nigga, just, like there's nothing you could do, nigga. There's literally you could be playing a game thinking like, you know, this is peaceful. Like this is bliss, and then there you would never have an actual blissful fucking moment because it's always in the back of your mind. You could be like, oh yeah, I might have cancer, but like you kind of like.
Well, the thing is, I'm not saying that it's not like really bad. You know, I'm not saying that it wouldn't suck. It just feels like it feels still more similar to current life. You know what I'm saying? Like it still feels closer to life than big ass fucking titans coming to chomp on me. You know, a fucking big ass monster and we gotta be in this circle and we can't leave it, or Berserk where there's wastelands of demons where you walk. You know, it's still Fire Force is still relatively chill just when you compare it. But I also want to get to this super chat. Zero probably said, bro, the eclipse in Berserk is the main reason I would not want to live there. I will pray to be gone. See, I just wouldn't even be in no scenario. You know what I'm saying? I'm introverted anyways. You know, I'm gonna be in my hut. I'm like, oh, it's an eclipse outside. I ain't out there.
I ain't going there. I ain't even going out.
But also, thank you so much, Sage, for the $2 super chat. He said he wouldn't want to live in Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul.
I mean, Parasite, you got the random ass shit you could jump on you and fucking murder you in a weird ass way. I mean, yeah. I mean that shit would suck. It's not the worst, but yeah, I agree. That shit suck. Tokyo Ghoul, like any vampire bullshit. Like you might take a bitch out on a dinner date, take her back and get your neck chumped in. That's fucked up. Like that's just. I think if that shit happened to me, I think I'd just be like, you know what? Go ahead, bro.
You know, now that I think about it, that is kind of. You know what's the worst thing about Tokyo Ghoul is that if you get turned into a ghoul, you can't eat food.
Like, yeah, shit make you just.
Like you
basically got rabies. You literally got rabies.
That actually is something to think about because. Not being able to enjoy food, that is a universal necessity damn near to enjoy life across any timeline. Like every timeline you could go back to. You know what I'm saying? I seen, some Mortal Kombat episodes in medieval times. They got some big ass, fat ass rotisserie chicken. I'm like, hey man, maybe life back there ain't so bad. That big ass.
That shit wasn't seasoned though.
Drinking some
that
meat.
Shit was not.
Drinking some.
That shit was not seasoned, nigga. Nigga, I do not, nigga. That shit was, nigga. They was out here, nigga. They did not know what salt was, bro. Niggas out here rubbing fucking tree leaves on a fucking chicken just to get some type of fucking flavor. No, bro. Niggas hope this berry good. Squeeze, put that shit on the inside of the chicken skin, bite it into it, you fucking die because you picked the wrong goddamn berry. But I'm good on that shit.
But still, like, at least you can eat something. You know, like fruit is always probably hitting. You know what I'm saying? Fruit is always probably hitting.
Unless it hit you back.
Like, bro,
unless it hit you back and you dead.
Bro, but Bro, can you imagine how them niggas felt about fruit back then, though? They like, man, this other shit cool, but this fruit shit, man. Like, they had to think fruit was so ahead of his time with how good. Like, imagine eating an orange back in the day. Nigga, that shit is advanced. That shit has God's sweetness already built in. It took us a while to catch up.
That's true, but even then, like, you know, fruit wasn't like the shit that our shit is genetically modified to be delicious, bro. Like, think about, you ever seen an old ass banana?
Nah,
nigga, I'm not eating that. Oh, you ever seen an old ass nigga, the fucking seeds in bananas?
Dragon
nigga, that shit look like a fucking green bean, bro. Like, that's how big and the seeds was inedible as fuck, bro. So it was like this much flesh inside of a whole ass banana that's this goddamn big. Like, that's why monkeys be eating bananas like they do, because they just like, God damn, nigga, this shit is great. This shit is amazing. Nigga, I'm glad y'all brought this shit over here. Nigga, I was spitting out fucking seeds and teeth whenever I ate this shit.
Thank you so much, Zero Power, for the super chat. He said, you know, a world I would not want to live in, Dragon Ball Z as a normal human.
No, I'm cool with that. I live in Dragon Ball Z as a normal human, because I know if I die 9 times out of 10, Goku gonna bring us back.
Right.
Goku has yet to let a whole city die and just didn't say shit.
You know what's we gonna go back to AOT after this, by the way. But you know what's an underrated fact about Dragon Ball Z?
What?
They have a confirmed afterlife. Like, they have a confirmed heaven and hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really exists. I be telling niggas like, you going to HFIL, nigga. I know for certain. Like,
for certain, I've seen it.
Yeah. Like, I talked to King Yami, bro. He said, for sure, nigga. I got a spot for him. He gonna be right next to Frieza.
Just imagine though. Just imagine like you got sentenced to heaven or hell. Like Boo killed your ass. You got sentenced to heaven or hell, and then you just like, oh, this shit is terrible. This shit is ass. Oh my god. Like, I got sent to hell, and then you get wished back to life.
Oh, that'd be
you like, oh
crazy.
Shit, that's life changing, nigga. I'm a nun. I'm a nun after that, nigga. Woo, nigga, shit. And this man, if you went to heaven and you living it up, you like, hey, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Like, I had a terrible fucking life, nigga. I was abused every goddamn day, and then Goku brings you back.
Hey, I got you, man. Hey, back on up, man.
See you later. Hey. Flies away.
Go back to
nigga, I was flying too in the afterlife, nigga. I was up there with you, bitch. You brought me back.
Now you can go back to working at Arby's. See you later.
So long. Just fucking fly off like, oh my god, nigga. That should make me a fucking villain, nigga.
All right,
I understand why Dr. Gero did what he did.
All right, but let's talk about this topic though. AOT. So let's talk about the AOT future impact on the anime world. All right.
You want to show what they said? The editor said, or
yeah, let's start it with
I think
this.
that's like perfect. Yeah,
I think it's perfect. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there was a Dragon Ball Z editor. I saw it on Instagram. He said a very interesting thing about AOT. Pull it up. Actually, let me just Google it. Instagram sucks. By the way, while I'm looking this up, Instagram has the worst algorithm. Worst algorithm.
Yeah, I agree. Because it almost feel like it's barely tailored to you. Cause like why am I getting people that I don't even know, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh yeah, that's from Love Island. What the fuck? I don't watch Love Island. Why is shit on my feed?
All right, I'm pulling it up now too. But no, it's like, dude, it's like, I don't get that algorithm, like how to do better on it. It's so weird. But
You can, bro.
So, Dragon Ball Z editor sparks debate after trashing on Attack on Titan with harsh critique. Let me go to his quote. He said, in Dragon Ball and Naruto, fans experience the world through the characters. It's not as much about the story itself. Rather, it is the fact the reader is taking on a journey through the characters.
I think that's most that's fiction, works of fiction, and nonfiction in general.
Oh, and here, he said the editor believes that Eren's story, while engaging at first, failed to capture fans' attention once the anime ended because it is not as fun to read as other series. Torishima believes that characters are not enough for a series to become successful, as even children are able to accomplish this task. Like, goddamn.
I disagree.
So I
disagree with that.
So let's talk about that. So he said that he's basically said that the anime, like Attack on Titan, is losing impact ever since it's ended because it's too complex and boring and all this other stuff, and it's not, as character driven as, the other shows like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And I guess that's his main critique. So I want to hear what you have to say, and then I will rebuttal.
I disagree. I think it is character driven. I think a lot of people maybe not necessarily identify with the characters, but they a lot of people still cosplay as them. A lot of people still like them. Obviously, you see my shit back there. I think they still appreciate the story that's told. I think maybe as far as where he's going is that it's an open and shut story. It is a complete story, and it's not trying to be a Naruto. It's not trying to be a Dragon Ball Z. It's not trying to continue a story once it's done. It's, what I'm saying? Like, it kind of falls in the same realm as Full Metal Alchemist. Like, it told a story and it's finished, and it has Full Metal Alchemist was still like what the best on what my enemy list or some shit, was still like one of the highest ones a decade and plus after. Granted, like, the fans were still pushing it up there, but like, what I'm saying? Like, it still withstood the test of time. Like, you don't have to tell long story. For him, who's an editor, he probably wants that long story because he can still make money off of having a longer story. You know what I'm saying? And rain's still coming in, but having a long story isn't better. It's not better. As you can see, I love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Diamond. I even like Dragon Ball GT. I do not like Super. Because whoever wrote Super, I know people like to say Akira Toriyama. I do not believe Akira Toriyama wrote Super. I think that's very apparent. I think that's very apparent once you watch Daima that he wrote Daima, he did not write Super, because those characters are not the same. Vegeta's not the same. Piccolo's not the same. Gohan's not the same. Goku's not the same. Nobody is written how you would assume that they be written. So they're written like an editor who didn't give a fuck about them wrote them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
Like, you got Goku, who's been fun loving. He's never been an idiot. Goku's a fucking idiot in Super. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole other topic to discuss. But I wholeheartedly disagree. I think there is a good thing when you tell an open and shut story. He told an open and shut story, and it's beloved. It's still beloved. We're talking about it today.
Exactly. And this wasn't even planned. Like, oh, we saw that article and said, oh, let's have Attack on Titan Day. If anything, one of the reasons I disagree with him so much is because out of any show that I've rewatched, Attack on Titan is the most engaging on rewatches. It's more engaging than any other show, any other anime that I've watched more than once. More than other shows, I can't watch them more than once. I only go to the most important parts or the parts I enjoy because I'm either bored because there were no... The brilliant thing about Attack on Titan is that it left such a brilliant trail of mystery, clues, foreshadowing, other pieces of information that you can't understand until you read in the future, characters that you can't understand until you watch it multiple times, that it actually feels like a longer story than a show with more episodes. Because every time you rewatch Attack on Titan, it's a new story, right? For instance, you watch season 1. When you watch season 1 of Attack on Titan, it had a completely different feel. You didn't think
when you're rewatching it.
You thought your protagonists were severely underpowered. The threat of the Titans was supremely strong. Like the threat of the Titans was powerful. And then it changed up.
Basic Titans.
Basic Titans was like crazy. The mystery of them, everything. You didn't know what they were. You didn't know they were human. And then you found out Eren became a Titan. You're like, whoa, now they got a little something here. And then season 2, now even introducing a Titan that was like intelligent, like Annie. You were like, whoa. Yeah. You're like,
the fuck?
Somebody said vibes. The vibes kept changing. You like, whoa, we got. Is that
a big ass monkey?
Right. You're like,
did he talk?
A monkey. You like, is this monkey just a Titan that just talks? Is there Titans that talk? We were just as confused as the people inside living. The walls, right?
Yep.
And so every time a layer of that confusion was lifted, rewatching every season unlocked more of the story for you, right? So, if anything, him saying that it has no lasting impact or, it's, not something you would want to experience again, it is probably the greatest anime of all time to rewatch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it has so many layers to it. Now, as far as even impact on other anime, the fuck are we talking about? I don't care what nobody say. I mean, every anime is kind of inspiring others, but Attack on Titan, where do you think Tanjiro got his backstory from?
Tanjiro?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Going like, hey, yeah, I'll go somewhere. And you come back home. Tragedy.
Your shit dead.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to the get some wood. Come back home. Tragedy. Gotta go on a quest now. Attack on Titan. When we watch this trash nigga shit, I'm immediately thinking of Attack on Titan when I'm watching.
Attack on Titan, absolutely.
Gotcha Yakuta. I just watched another anime. It's like some guy turned into like the gun devil. He turned into some gun demon. It's like called Toki Anki or something like that. I don't remember the name. Okay. It was good though. Nigga sounded exactly like Eren. I'm already seeing the influence of Attack on Titan on the future anime. And first of all, too, anime
unconventional. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that AOT really made it popular for I'll say along with Hunter x Hunter, but Attack on Titan was like the most popular, gory show that dealt with, death and this complex story. And it kind of opened the pathway to say, hey, this is more anime should be made like this because it can be successful like Attack on Titan. And I would say it's having more of an impact on future anime than Dragon Ball Z.
All right.
Huh?
You can calm that down. That last sentence was a little too much.
I mean, let's think about it. Let me ask you this. How many the impact and influence of Dragon Ball Z is kind of, I'm not gonna say fading away. I mean, everything is kind of, or a lot of shows took their.
I mean, it's been
from,
40 years.
Yeah. But that's true. That's true. But if you, I mean, not a lot of shows feel very similar to Dragon Ball Z to me anymore.
Well, yeah, it's been 40 years. Like,
I mean, yeah,
it's been 40 years. Anime has perfected what Dragon Ball Z started, and it's spreading off of that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we still see power-ups, we still see change, we still see power creeps, we still see all of this other stuff. But I think it's too soon for it. I think it's too soon to say Attack on Titans.
Well,
I think the trajectory of Attack on Titan, I agree with everything you said. And I also would add that I think Attack on Titan gave us an unconventional main character. And now we're also seeing that throughout the story of what is his actual motives? Like, is he a good guy? Is he going to stay a good guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does he actually like hate people? Like, what is going on? You know? But I would say, like, I think it does have, I think it's the anime with the most initial impact. Like, that shit is huge right now as far as like that. It took no time for people to understand that formula and started to try to not necessarily replicate it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
tap into, you know, what worked with Attack on Titan.
Yes, I agree. And like, I don't think Attack on Titan started that formula. I think I will say that, but I mean, obviously Berserk started it, and then you had Full Metal Alchemist started it, but I think they perfected it. Mm-hmm. Like he perfected it, and then now people are tapping in, and you know what I'm saying, getting that good Attack on Titan juice on their anime.
And I mean, if anything, too, we're just saying we really disagree with him. Like, you know, I will say though, if anything, the thing that might hurt Attack on Titan is more so that it's more difficult to create future projects, like you were saying. Like, we could see a sequel, you know, he left room for there to be a sequel to Attack on Titan, but most of these anime like Dragon Ball Z, I mean, Dragon Ball Z is easy to make a game for. It's easy to make a game. You can, it's so open-ended and easy to, like, just make another big bad, you know? You can make Dragon Ball Galaxy, like, this nigga Cup, this villain named Cup, like, you gotta beat him now. You know what I'm saying? They go Super Saiyan 8. Rainbow. That's still in the pocket. You know?
Right.
So, and even Super
Saiyan Sparkle, like.
Right. And so the show being complex and less, I guess, whimsical, makes it harder for it to continue its existence at a certain point. But I think anime like that, they're important as well. They're part of the story of anime. It's not just, every show doesn't have to be like Dragon Ball Z, so I don't get his comments. That's why it feels like hating, you know, because you can say this about any story that's, you know, just
that's bookend.
Yeah, like, why did you say this particularly about Attack on Titan as if everything needs to be Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or Solo Leveling or whatever? You know?
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, even as much as I don't like Bleach could have easily have spinoffs. Have spinoffs. All the big threes can have. Well, One Piece is interesting because One Piece is damn near a spinoff in itself. Just how many random ass arcs they be going on. But yeah, like so many people, so many anime can have a spinoff and it's easy. But like, there's anime like Full Metal Alchemist. I cannot fathom how they can do another spinoff that's justified. Attack on Titan, there's no way. Like, sure, like I don't think you can do a spinoff on that because there's, what else do you have to say? We all everything in everything that you can say about that was already said. And even at the end where he was walking into the tree again, she he was walking into the tree with that alien, whatever the fuck that spine worm is. That's going, you know what I'm saying? Like that in itself is not necessarily spin-off bait, but it's more of the cycle continues. Like
right.
He thought he stopped the cycle, but he put it on pause for a long ass time. But like everything is cyclical, you know? So
yeah. All right, so going to another thing you wanted to talk about was favorite characters, moments, and favorite moments of foreshadowing. I like this question a lot because then we get to tell our personal opinions. So you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first this time.
Okay. All right, so I'll start with your first one then. Favorite characters, man. Come on, quit playing, nigga. My nigga Levi, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I'm very basic, nigga, man. Look, I like the main if the show has a good main character, that's usually why I like the show. I love Eren. Okay?
Yes.
I love him because I love his evil side. Listen, man, I don't deny my darkness, okay? I don't deny that. I love seeing a nigga. Man, when he first transformed against Annie, I was going crazy. Every time he transforms, I was going crazy. He's like, oh, could us. He got it, man. He understood what made Dragon Ball Z so popular, man. It's the transformations. He found a unique way to make transformations look cool, and that's not easy. You know? And then so that's without question. One of my favorite characters,
just straight boxing. Sorry, go ahead.
You know who used to be one of my favorite characters that I kind of started to not like?
In Attack on Titan, or
yes, in Attack on Titan. In Attack on Titan.
He used to be one of your favorite characters?
Yes.
That you started to not like. Did they die?
No.
They didn't die. Who the fuck? Mikasa?
No.
Who would it?
They're a very important character. Like, very important.
It's not Armin.
Armin.
Really? I would have never thought, bro. I was just like, there's no way it's Armin. That's not a type of character you would like.
I used to love, I love smart characters. I love characters like,
but he's also a bitch.
He was a bitch, but every instance of being a bitch,
he powered through it.
He came up with, like, he always answered the call very well. Like, for instance, he came up with all the plans in the beginning. Listen, I thought it was a good distribution of your trio protagonists, right? None of them overlapped each other, okay? Eren was the crazy nigga with the Titan powers. Mikasa was the badass swordsman. And then Armin was the brains. Okay, that was the first time I seen that trio work like that, where they didn't overlap each other and everybody felt useful, right? And yeah, somebody even said Armin was never a bitch because they're fighting Titans. Okay, everybody was scared and pissing themselves, bro. Niggas didn't even want to fly. It was grown men, bro. The reason they wanted to kill.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think Armin's a bitch, but if you know Cilvanis's brain, like, you will understand, like, there are some people he don't like any type of, like, whining. He doesn't like any type of doubt.
No,
you don't. You don't be liking that.
I don't hate it. It's just when it's not reasonable, right? Like, for instance, in Tokyo Avengers, I don't like this nigga whining because it's some fucking random nigga from the block. Beat that nigga's ass, bro. Punch him. Fight. Okay, you gonna lose. Who cares, nigga? Throw hands. He's not a Titan. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got time to train. The fuck? Or Deku. I like Deku. Bakugo. You have one for all, nigga. I'll be like, Bakugo, that bullying me shit dead. Oh God, that's that bullying me shit dead. Oh God, nigga, I'm gonna rock your shit. I don't care about none of them fucking explosions, nigga. I'm rocking your shit. That's when I get unreasonable. Before, yeah, the nigga blowing shit up with his hands, he broke it. He crazy.
Blowing shit up with his sweat, nigga.
Yes, nigga.
It's explosive sweat.
Yes, nigga.
What the fuck?
I'll be scared as fuck. So, all right, fuck, go, fuck.
But nigga, you gonna blow, nigga. I don't want to sweat, nigga. What is your quirk?
Right,
you gonna blow me up from a distance.
But once you rocking niggas, bruh. You fought muscle. I saw you fight a nigga that was pure muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit that.
Nigga, the muscles burst out of his fucking skin,
right?
And reattached on top of his skin,
right? And you rocked his shit. Bakugo ain't got no bodies for real. He got no bodies. All right. So that's when I'm unreasonable. Armin's fighting Titans. Grown men were pissing themselves and scared. Okay. And
Thanks.
So I loved him when he came up with the strategies. He did the great speeches, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. As soon as he got the Colossal Titan, that's when I started to hate this. I started to hate him as a character because he didn't do shit. Like all this, he would come up with a strategy, like when they invaded Marley. Part of it was his strategy, but it was so in the background that I barely experienced it or felt it. And in any way, it was like it.
Well, he had a strategy against people, against things that he didn't think was human. But then he never wanted to kill another person.
Yeah,
so it made,
you know why I hated
sense.
But you know why I hated him? Because he was preaching this whole time. Nobody can change anything if they can't sacrifice a piece of their humanity. You gotta be able to sacrifice a piece of your humanity and become something more. And he was able to do it. And he was able to do it. And he was able to do it. And then you act like a bitch when fucking Eren finally became that. When Eren finally became what you was telling him to become. Sacrifice your humanity. Become a piece of shit. Kill everything. Murder everybody, bro. Hey, bro. Why you lose your humanity? Why you murdering shit? Hey, yo, Mikasa, fuck Eren. He's a lost cause. Fuck you, nigga. That's when I started to hate him. He went against everything that he was talking about once he found out that our enemies are humans. So, fuck that. Them niggas who was fighting us knew we was humans. And you said we need to be like them niggas who don't give a fuck. And then you gonna come at Eren crazy when he started to actually live within your message.
You know, it sounds like you want to kill 80% of humanity. I ain't gonna cap.
I don't, but I'm saying that Eren had no right to criticize him the way he did when he was he was one of the main people pushing that shit in his head. He was one of the first. Hey, who the first person in the scout regiment to kill a human? Armin. When somebody was about to shoot
as a scout.
Yes, when that military police officer was about to shoot Jean, Armin shot that bitch quick. He did what he had to do. Why is he acting like he somehow got this humanity that he can hold on to or criticize Eren for not having, when he the nigga that lost it first, told other niggas to lose it? That's when his season 4 hurt his character for me a lot.
Someone brought up a good point where I agree with you, but someone brought up a good point in chat that said he was influenced by Berthold. Now, was he? It does make sense because he did have a lot of Berthold's memories.
Oh yeah.
Because he did. True. That's when he started to be in love with Annie, even though he said, "I loved you before." All right, dog. All right, bruh. No, you didn't. You ain't say you was trying to kill her. I was just that shit also confused the fuck out of me. He was like, it's not Berthold talking, it's me. I love you. Huh? You literally was the last time you seen this bitch before she was actually froze in her little stone shit. You was trying to cut her goddamn head off. So they got a point, bro. They got a point. They got a point. Armin had to be heavily influenced by Berthold. There's no other way. Even though they didn't explain that, it gotta be. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Eren did like call it out. He's like, bro, you got memories of an enemy, nigga. Who the fuck? Who is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know who you are. But at the same point, like, so does Eren technically. You know, they bring up none of the Warhammer Titans memories. The Warhammer probably knew some shit.
But see,
Warhammer probably could have led you to a treasure chest.
That's another thing that's confusing because every single one of Titan Shifter's memories get passed down because it's always seemed like it was just the Attack Titan. But then the Attack Titan is the one that got the memories of the future and not the memories of the past. That's some weird ass Avatar state shit they got going on.
Yeah, I think that's how the Attack Titan is the only one that
it gets influenced by future events because even that's the thing that's confusing because I know the Founder Titan for sure. Because that's how you get controlled. But that only works if you have royal blood. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, I think what it was this, right? So the Attack Titan gets memories of future holders, right? So
yes,
we got that part covered. But they also, I think they still.
But do you see why that don't make? Do you see? Are you now confused as me? Because technically, you're right. They get memories of the future holder, but Eren was the future / current holder. How the fuck did he get his own memories?
Technically, he never just had the Attack Titan. He had the Attack plus the Founding.
And and you think that made some bullshit happen? That allowed him to see. And not only see but affect the future as much as it did, or did he start doing that? Did he start tampering with shit when he got into the paths? When he saw that shit?
It's kind of weird. I think what it was this. He
with the shit.
Oh, I think I remember now. So when he kissed Historia's hand,
yes,
he gained access
to the paths.
No. He gained access to his father's memories, but his father's he gained access to his father's memories or his mind. But that also held Eren's memories because the Attack Titan can see a future holder's memories. That's why he never saw
his own.
But that's why Eren could never see in somebody's future other than his own because he was the final Attack Titan.
Right.
So when he got access to his dad's memories, those memories also included memories of Eren's future because the Attack Titan sees the future user's memories.
Right. Would you see why that's confusing? Because he saw his own memories through his father? Yes. But at the same time, it seemed like the only way that he was really controlling his father's action was when he went into the paths.
Yes.
While he was with his brother, by the way. That's why I'm thinking like it was his access to the paths in order that gave him the future sight.
So here's what it was, right? This nigga touching Historia's hand fucked the story up. Okay. It made the story, it made the story harder to write. Okay. Let's say this. Remove Eren kissing Historia's hand and getting access to his own memories, right? right? Let's remove that. Now he has no knowledge of the future. Basically, kissing Historia's hand gave Eren knowledge of the future. He saw the end of Attack on Titan. He's like, the fuck, this shit ass. That's basically what he said. Like, Eren kissed his father's hand or kissed Historia's hand, and he was like, bro, the fucking end of Attack on Titan is ass, bro. He just was walking around, everybody chilling, having a good time. And he's like, yeah, but the ending is ass. And y'all, I can't tell y'all to be a spoiler, you know, because it's gonna happen, but I know. So I'm just sitting here like, goddamn. That's basically what happened. But if that didn't happen, he would have did the same shit. Yes, the time where he manipulated his father was in the past. He just knew. Past. Yes, he just
was in the past, but the past.
The past. Yeah. So it basically made it this thing where he was just acting out everything that he knew he was gonna do, which also makes it like, I hate it, man. I do hate it. I hate that I hate that it was an act. Like he was acting the way that he was going to act no matter what, because he was never gonna not try to get what he wants.
Yeah.
So
which is But and again, that gets confusing because it seemed like he only had access to that type of memory when he and that type of control when he touched someone with royal blood, because that essentially activates the founding Titan's power. Mm-hmm. Another thing that's very confusing is when he punched his father's old wife. Why did that not give him any future sight? That only gave him the power
you're bringing
to
up too many fucking plot holes, bruh. You need to calm the fuck down, bro.
You know.
Oh no! You need to chill out.
Right. You're right. My bad. We agreed that this was a perfect story. That's my fault.
Right, bro. Because like it don't make it really don't make sense. Like the fact that he punched the head is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that being the way you found out is crazy.
But they still didn't find out. But you see, that's the thing that's confusing me, because he still didn't know when he punched that hand. He just seen everybody go, and it was like, that shit was weird. And then when he kissed Historia's hand, he still didn't know how to use the power. He only, before Zeke, that's his only two touching of what's it called? Because he goes into the past whenever he touches it. That's the whole reason why he was just like, he was over here back to back with his brother and was just like, hey Zeke, you know we can't touch, right? Not until the day. Yeah. We agree. You know, so it's confusing how he, just by kissing Historia, it did some shit. It did some shit that we just do not know.
And Historia probably didn't feel it because she wasn't a Titan, so that kind of makes sense. She wasn't a Titan shifter, and Zeke was. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean,
it's so confusing. And by the way, the whole time him being in that Titan form, he was touching Zeke, so he had access to the path that entire time, which is one of the reasons why he could talk to everybody the way he did. So it's not a plot hole, but it's just like, the first initial thing was weird, and the second initial thing was weird, and then it kind of got understood in the third one.
It's a bit contrived. I'll give it.
It's contrived for sure. But anytime you're dealing with time travel, is contrived. But yeah.
Well, let me know your favorite characters.
My two favorite characters. One, Hanji for sure. Hanji, because she always said some funny shit. Like back when Eren was in the jail, and Eren was like talking to himself, like twice, by the way. He was in jail when he was younger. I think he was sitting there like this, and Hanji was just like, why are you doing that? Why are you posed like that? Why are you talking to yourself? And then the second time when he was older, looking in the mirror, talking to himself, he's like, you're doing that weird thing again. You know that, right? And I was like, that shit is hilarious. Because so many times we just give that a pass in anime. They do weird shit like that all the time. Just, so I guess this is like, nigga, who you talking to?
Right.
Like, so that's one of my favorite characters. And also, like, when she died, like, that shit was tragic. And then even like the last scene, like Levi putting the fist on her chest, like, got that shit, you a real one.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was. And then she did some fucking damage. No Titan shifting. She probably did the most damage to them Colossal Titans before she died by not being a Titan shifter herself. Don't get enough credit. And my second one is because of how they wrote the story after, especially in season 4, Reiner. Oh my gosh, Reiner.
That is
Reiner.
Isayama's favorite character.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I can see. You know, that is a lot. It's a lot in Reiner, bro. It is a lot in Reiner. You know, from being a character who shouldn't even been there in the first place. And became the hero that he wanted to be all along because he dropped his stick. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a bitch.
mm-hmm.
He was a bitch. He got saved. He was supposed to turn around, and then he knew if he turned around, he was the first one dead. So he did everything to save himself.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything to save himself. And to the point where, like, you know, like, and like you said, like he started to like the people he was around. So the only way he can cope with understanding what he was brought there for versus, you know, being around the people he liked was to have a split personality. He really believed that he was that hero that he wanted to be, while also believing that he was that hero he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it insane. And then when he goes home and realized, like, I failed the mission, and also I lost twice. I failed the mission. I failed the mission to bring home the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan, and I also failed the mission of the people in Paradise. I'm a terrible person, and he was, you know, like saying, like, and then people at the same time looking up to him, knowing that he's a failure in both ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, like you said, at the end of it all, I'm not gonna go through his whole story arc, but at the end of it all, being the one with grit. I mean, the nigga died. The nigga almost died because he just gave up on life.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
He almost died because he just did not have the will to live. He didn't have anything. And then going from that to sit there and be, you know what I'm saying, at the end of everything, you know, like you said, biting his hand, taking a stand, being the actual true hero that he's always wanted to be. Let's see, how can you hate that? How can you hate that nigga?
He's one of my least favorite characters.
Oh, fuck? What the
Ryder is, I mean, he's chill for me. He's cool. He don't really do nothing for real though. To me. Like, I mean, he was cool when he was part of the crew, but he was always like obviously in the background because he didn't want to, you know,
want to be front and center.
He was definitely interesting to observe. I'll say that. He was interesting to observe, but it was kind of weird. It was kind of hard to enjoy being, if I was like a fan of Reiner, like I'm like, man, this Reiner guy, he didn't have a lot of drive. And I think that's more so what I gravitate towards, is characters that have desires. And he didn't, throughout the majority of the show that I've seen him, obviously, he didn't have big desires or real ones, especially after he got exposed as the Armor Titan. He didn't know what the fuck. He was just like,
right.
Yeah, he was just like, hey man, I don't really know what I want to do, but this nigga Eren having the Founding Titan is crazy.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. The nigga was so confused. This is what the nigga, you got the Attack Titan and the Founding. You got to bring your ass here, brother.
Or yeah,
like,
the Founding. He was like, oh my God. That was his whole character, was like, oh my God, this nigga Eren has the Founding Titan, bro. That, like, the nigga who chomps on his fucking hand, this crazy nigga that when he turns into a Titan, he's like he fight like an insane
like
psychopath.
The Tasmanian devil.
Yes, this nigga has the the power to destroy the world. I fucked up. Like that was his whole character, basically.
Yeah, but I think
good point.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree. He was not my favorite character until season 4 when all the shit was unfolding. I was like, yeah, no, that story is insane. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely a great story.
The story arc is incredible. It's like saying like Vegeta is my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. Nigga, when he first came, I fucking hated that nigga. Like nigga, the Saiyan saga, nigga, fuck that nigga. Nigga, to this day, this is a side point. To this day, Vegeta is the only one that royally fucked up Goku. That nigga stumped on Goku's legs, bro. That nigga's the only one, bro. That nigga had Goku like this. That nigga is the only one. Frieza did not beat Goku's ass like Vegeta did, bro. Do you realize that? Nobody. Nigga, not a Cell, not a Boo.
Doing this to nigga is crazy.
Nigga squeeze this nigga like this. Had nigga Goku's mouth wide as fuck. Nigga Goku was like, this nigga, and then once he did that, nigga put his hand over this. Nigga is a piece of shit.
Bro, he was really trying to get that nigga the fuck up out of here, bro. Bro, you get crushed, nigga. What? That's actually crazy.
Bro, someone said Jiren destroyed Goku. No, Goku was in a Vegeta is the only one that put that nigga Goku in a full body cast. That nigga Goku was sitting up in the hospital like this, bro.
He did him like that Sea Bear did Squidward.
Yeah. Nigga Bulma came out of nowhere with the spaceship, said firmly grasp it, nigga. Just
fuck that nigga.
Damn, bro. Nobody beat Goku as bad to this goddamn day. To this day.
Well, what character in Attack on Titan do you hate the most? And then we'll like wrap this up.
Yeah. That I hate the most?
Yeah.
Probably Flock. I thought he's a bitch. Yeah.
Flock was a great character. What the hell? What are you talking
Flock
about?
was a bitch. I think Flock was a bitch.
How is Flock a bitch?
Flock?
Yeah.
Are you serious? How is Flock a bitch?
Yeah.
The fact that he again, understandable, nigga was scared. Nigga didn't want to die. I get it. And that nigga was on the roof when the shit happened. When Armin was a fucking piece of burnt toast. Why are you so confused? Flock?
What did he do wrong? He was one of the niggas that charged He was the red hair dude that charged at the Beast Titan, but he survived and he became a Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. Flock. Yeah, you had me thinking I was the wrong nigga.
You said that Eren was justified. He was the main nigga riding for Eren.
I agree, but he was a bitch. You can still ride for niggas and be a bitch. I don't know. I don't mean I gotta like you, nigga, because I agree with your fucking stance. You still a bitch. Okay, like you know what I'm saying? Like he came out. This nigga. He was in the story, felt like, for no reason. I was like, why are we zooming up? Why are we listening to what this nigga give a fuck about? Like, he came out of nowhere and brought, hey, this nigga's still alive. I'm like, where did you come from? Like, who the fuck are you, nigga? I didn't even know he was Flock at the time. Then out of nowhere, he's just like, yeah, I'm with Eren. Nigga, Eren not even with you. Eren did not give a fuck about that nigga, bro. That nigga, I don't like that nigga. How the main character that you fuck with don't even fuck with you? And you expect me to fuck with you? Nah, nigga, you good. And then when he died, like, and that's another thing. Like, he was on some bullshit. He was just killing people, bro. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, like, he was just killing. He was shooting people, and then like when he died, I wasn't even sad. I was like, you gotta go, nigga. You just gotta go. That was the one of the only deaths that I did not. I was just like, yeah, bro. And Attack on Titan, I was like, yeah, go ahead, get off my screen, nigga.
And he died. He fake died twice. Like the first. He fake died twice because like the first time you thought he was dead, and then he even died, and then the other time he died. You like finally. I mean,
finally, nigga.
I felt like he was kind of a good addition because they needed some type of threat for breaking out of Eldia after they became New Eldia, and it was interesting to see the infighting already start. The dangers of like this wanting to eliminate all threats. I mean, that's like a common thing with these post-apocalyptic shows, is that it just becomes a point where morality and humanity, your humanity and morality gets questioned a lot. And oftentimes your heroes, if they go unchecked, they can spawn niggas like Flock. And that's pretty much what he was supposed to be, is like, oh, look who the so-called protagonist spawned. This character Flock, who's technically
an extremist.
He's technically doing things in the interest of your protagonist, but somehow he's a villain, So, I mean, I guess that was pretty much his purpose, was to just show you the folly of eliminating all threats.
And that's another thing that's kind of confusing, because I think most of the good guys thought that Eren was just going to do a partial rumbling. Did Flock know that he was going to do it all?
Nah, he just basically was like, whatever he basically just said, whatever this nigga Eren trying to do, I'm down.
I'm down with it. Didn't even know the nigga's plan.
He basically just looked at him like, hey, he gonna be the one to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he willing to kill all these niggas. So that's what it come to. So he was just like, I'm gonna just whatever he say, I'm rocking with him. That's basically what was his whole character. But that's understandable though.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, still don't like the nigga though.
The person I hated was for me. It was the one that I hated the most was definitely Gabby. Like
everybody hates Gabby, bro.
Listen, no, but here's the thing: is that I started to hate her less. I actually started to dislike Armin more than I disliked Gabby, to be honest, because Gabby to a certain point was like, okay, you know what? I got fucked up. I got brainwashed. She figured it out in a good amount of time. She was annoying as shit, but you gotta kind of give her credit. I mean, bitch got aim. She got incredible aim. She
was like falling to the side, twisting her body, saying, pow.
Right. She got
one shot, killed her in one fucking shot. You know how crazy that shit is?
She got 3 bodies. She killed the nigga that was on the blimp.
So she on the blimp.
There. She killed Sasha. She really body Eren. That nigga cheated.
Oh yeah, that shit was insane. Shot the nigga's fucking head off while he was running.
Smooth the fuck off. Like
Marley was doing something with that nigga. They would have wasted a Titan shifter on her ass if they let her. Nigga, she was a fucking sniper, bro.
Bro, she genuine, like she domed this nigga, and she got hold, like for real. She got cheated. Like this nigga cheated. She really ended the whole shit. She shot this nigga's head off. So I had to give her a certain level of respect, even though she was an enemy and I hated her. I respect a good antagonist. I don't know, but and she became reasonable. So, and I stopped hating her as much.
She was Eren. She was Eren if she understood. She was Eren if Eren would have understood Marley when he was younger. If he took that trip to Marley when he was younger, none of this shit would have happened. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason why. I think that was the reason why she was like really in the story. If Eren was younger and took a trip to Marley and understood his enemies with a childlike mind and saw the forgiveness like she did,
Mm-hmm.
probably would have stopped it. Wouldn't have stopped any wars, but would have definitely stopped the rumbling.
All right, well let's end it on this. Since Attack on Titan is the king of foreshadowing. All right, what's your favorite moment of foreshadowing? I'll say mine, and we'll end the show there.
My favorite foreshadowing moment.
Yeah, I know this is hard.
It is hard. There's so many.
Yeah,
it's so many.
Or you can say more than one.
I think when my favorite one, and I'll just say one was when the former Attack on Titan said something like say hi to Eren, or Eren sent me, or something like that.
Oh yeah, he said he said the only way you'll save Mikasa and Eren is if you do what I said, basically.
Yes. And he was like, who the fuck is that? He's like, don't worry. And I was just like,
oh, he didn't know. He was like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck? Yeah. And he's just like, I don't know. And that shit was nuts, because that foreshadowed the whole timey-wimey bullshit that followed. I'm just like, I think that was the most coolest blatant one, like super blatant. But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. I don't know. It's hard to say my favorite foreshadowing moment, but the one that keeps coming to my mind that's crazy to me is when this nigga Eren, when Eren was in his Titan form fighting Annie after she done beat his head in, and he said, I'm gonna destroy the world. He literally said, I'm gonna kill everybody and destroy the world in season 1. It's true. Crazy to me too, because like when he was close to getting the founding Titan and the powers and all that, it still never occurred to me that he was gonna do the rumbling. Because I read the manga, so I didn't see, I didn't turn it on and have the opening say rumbling. Yeah, rumbling, that shit, it's coming, rumbling.
I was just like, oh, okay, cool. This is a nice song. Oh, rumbling. Oh yeah. And then when it actually, I was like, what the?
Wait, that wasn't enough for you to know that the rumbling was. Nigga, they said rumbling is coming.
Nigga, I know. I'm not saying that. This is one of my brightest moments, nigga. I think it was shocking. Nigga, they could have, nigga, you read the Bible and you hear, nigga, the end is near. You don't be like, not in my lifetime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna stop it. Like, you just think niggas gonna stop it. And then I was like, wait, nigga, is that every wall? Nigga, even the last wall? Oh, what the fuck? This nigga wild. I was fucking dumbfounded, nigga. I was sitting there like this. Nigga, you know that meme?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's how I was. Nigga, I was.
So yeah, then somebody brought it up how the first chapter was called 2,000 years in the future. That was crazy. That was crazy too. But it's so many moments. It's so many moments we can go through. It's like, let me say this before, and I'll end it with this, right? You know whose story, like side character story, is my favorite?
Wait, can I say one other thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, one sentence. When Eren's dad was like looking off to the side before he left, and then it turned out that he was talking to fucking Eren before he walked out the door. That shit was also nuts.
But if you actually look at season 1 when he was walking out, the part where he's looking at Eren, they don't even show his face. They just show the key, and then it cuts. And you're like, damn, you guys didn't fuck this up. Like, because if they had showed his face looking at Eren, it would have been like, oh, so this is a retcon. But they didn't show his face, and it was like, oh, okay. That's what makes the foreshadowing so fun. Is like when they did it, you go back and you're like, you covered your tracks, you fucker.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah,
you left no crumb.
Yeah, but the characters with the side story that I found to be the best written one, the best one, underrated as fuck, is Ymir. Not the Ymir with the founding Titan. The Ymir,
not her?
Yes, the Ymir that ate
the
Reiner's.
Ymir.
Yes, her story was absolutely amazing, and we'll end the show with this, right? Unless you got one, sorry. But Ymir's story was really nice because she was basically just this orphan that they found on the streets of Marley. And they said, oh, this is a girl with no name. We'll use her and pretend she's, the second coming of Ymir. They basically used her as a religious prop. And people worshipped her and all this stuff. And, she basically was groomed to be the embodiment of Ymir, this good person, what everything that they was the savior of these Eldians, right? And when it came time for when they were exposed, they basically put it all on her, and she accepted it. She didn't snitch on everybody that was worshiping her in secret, right? And she got turned into a Titan and thrown into paradise for her good deed. No good deed goes unpunished, right? And she wandered the vast landscape in paradise outside the walls as this Titan trapped in this nightmare, basically for an ungodly amount of time, right? Till she ate Reiner's friend, became a human again, and she was like, you know what, man? This is a sign that you got to just look out for yourself. Fuck trying to help people or sacrificing myself for others. This is why this is my second chance to look out for myself. Thank you, Lord, or whatever. Gave me this opportunity. And so when she went, she was just the selfish person, didn't care about nobody else, right?
Yeah.
Until she saw Historia.
Historia. The true blood.
Historia reminded her of her past self. This person who's being used as a prop and sacrificing herself and trying to do good deeds for others. And it reminded her so much of herself that she was intrigued by her and followed her. And it was the only disruption to her selfish life that she was living, stealing, doing whatever. She was like, it's me from the past. And then as she followed Historia around, that's why she was always next to her, no matter what she did. If you noticed, whenever Historia did a good deed for someone and risked herself getting in trouble, like for instance, when Sasha got in trouble, she came and gave her bread and was like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? And all this, trying to basically break her and make her not sacrifice herself and be a good person, to prove to herself that she's right in becoming selfish. And because Historia never broke and was always someone who was willing to sacrifice herself and, basically stayed true to a character that Ymir had given up, it inspired her to become that again. And that's why, yes. And even though she finally gained her freedom and she was able to be selfish and live her own life for her own enjoyment, she did the very thing that got her turned into a Titan in the first place, which was sacrificing herself to help other people, which she did for Bertolt and Reiner by saying, hey, you're not going to come back empty handed. You got me.
You take me.
So I thought that was a beautiful story, seeing her.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, like seeing her, because that's how life is, right? Like with us. That's why I love Attack on Titan so much, is you can apply these stories to your real life. It's like, how many times have you done good shit for people or sacrificed yourself? Yeah, only for them to turn their backs on you or not appreciate it, or for you to feel like you're getting punished for your good deed. And you start to say, hey, maybe I shouldn't help people. Maybe I should be selfish. But overall, it's not about, it's just that that's who you are. You just are a good person, and you're going to revert back to your actions no matter what, because
that's who you are.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. It was beautiful to me. It was beautiful.
I agree. I never actually sat and thought about her story, but that is true.
That's
fucking true.
And that's why this show is so beautiful too, because everybody has a really interesting story like that. When you really go back and see everything that, see all their backstory, every character has an interesting story like that. So.
Mm-hmm. And someone in the chat brought up Levi, and I agree. The only thing that sucks about the Levi story is that it was told in the OST. The OST, what is it called? Not an OST.
OVA.
OVA. It was told in the OVA. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But his story was crazy. But I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
But all right, man, that was Attack on Titan Day for Anime X Debates. We might do another one. We're gonna be thinking of the topic for the next. I don't know if we got the topic for the next
for the next one
show,
next stream.
Yeah.
Next show.
Maybe we'll do one that's more like talking about any anime though. Like we'll make it more open ended.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was fun though. It's fun once again.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for commenting. We was reading them. There was some, y'all got some good conversations.
Right.
So
we're gonna try to add some stuff where we open it up more for the audience to be involved. I don't know what we're gonna call that segment yet, or how we're gonna facilitate it. Maybe you guys in the chat even have some ideas. You think we should bring back people calling in?
Yeah,
I just don't want somebody to jump on and say the hard R.
and just hang up. That would scare me, bro. I'll be scared.
I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
All right, but all right, guys, that's it for the show. We'll see you next Thursday. And y'all have a good night, man. Thank you so much for stopping through.